How are we doing, folks? It's Mario from MF Fly Tie, and if you are just new to the channel, thank you very much for joining me for the first time, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you very much for your continued support. So, if you watched my previous video, Fishing Glen course, thank you very much firstly for watching it. If you give it a like, even better. I referred to a yellow ill grunter that I was fishing on the point that took a lot of fish, so I thought I would show you how I tie it. Lots of ways, different ways of adding the materials, but this is the way that I've been shown how to tie it, and it's been hugely successful for me. So there's a wee size 14, but I'm going to tie it in a 12 just for the purposes of the video. So if you haven't watched the video, it's definitely one to go back and watch. So all the materials that I'm tying with today, other than the partridge and the hooks, can be purchased from Chuck and Duck. So the hook and the vise is a Fario dry fly strong hook. These are purchased from Hackle Trout Fishery, and they're excellent hooks. So they're all barbless, or these ones are barbless, and I've been fishing with them for the last year, and they've been absolutely superb. The thread I'm using is a light cahill. This is a tech stream. Just want to get a wee bit of a bed of thread down, and then we'll come in with our CDC. Now, depending on the quality of the CDC, you'll need anywhere between 4 and 6 plumes. So you want to just measure those up, make sure that they're all equal. Then pinch and loop them down just to hold them in. A few turns just to lock it in, and then come in at an angle and just remove our waste, and then bed the rest of the CDC down. Now, there's a couple of ways to tie this fly as far as the rib is concerned. Some people use a wire, which I use quite often, either a medium or a fine black wire. You can use a bit of thread as well, a bit of black thread, and tie it in and then bring that up as a body. Or alternatively, as I'm going to do today, we're going to use a Sharpie to create a rib. So all the way down, all the way back up to our thorax, and then down again and touch and turn as best as you can, so that you don't get a nice, or you don't get a bumpy body. So come in with the Sharpie in black, maybe about an inch and a half. Just colour your thread in black, and then in open turns, bring your thread up your body, up to the top. Right, next bit is for me is I bring in the partridge. And you'll see I've stripped all the fluff off of it, but it's still got quite a lot of partridge feathers in there. So I'm just going to remove those because I just want about 1.5 turns of the partridge. I just need to get a tying in point. So when you tie this in, as I say, this is a bit that different people do it different ways. There's no right and wrong way of doing it as far as I'm concerned, but you'll have the kind of underside, and then on the other side you've got the kind of good side, I suppose. Now you want to tie this in by the tip of the feather, and I'm going to tie it in just using some of the remaining feathers at the tip, and bring that down just a couple of mil. Then we want to come in, and this is a Whiting's cock saddle that I'm using in brown, and I've just stripped one side of the feather off, so you'll see both sides there, hopefully in the camera, and I've stripped one side off. And again, I'm going to tie this in with the good side facing yourself and the kind of duller side facing me. So both these feathers, when you bring them up, they're going to, it's when the fly sits cocked up, the fish is going to see the good side of the feather. If I've explained that correctly, hopefully I have, you understand. So 3 or 4 turns behind the CDC, pull everything back, and 1 in front of the CDC. 2 or 3 turns just to lock that in. And then come in with our hackle pliers. Now the partridge is a delicate material, so come in carefully. Pull everything to the front. And then you should, 1.5 turns, you should now be on the stem of the partridge. Just lock that off in there. Release your hackle pliers, pull everything back. Just make sure everything's locked in there. And then at that point, you can come in and snip your partridge off. Right, come in with a wee bit of varnish. A wee bit on our thread. And our hackle pliers. Try not to hit the camera at the same time. Okay. And then just open up the fibres of the partridge in your hackle, and that is you guys. Absolutely tremendous fly. Just tied about 218 I think of these flies over the last 3 weeks. So really popular fly up and down the country. Fishes really well through this time of year, and definitely something you want to have in your box. So hopefully guys you enjoyed that video. If you're out this weekend, tight lines. If you're at the Vice, give that fly a go. And if you enjoyed the video, give us a wee thumbs up so that we can support the channel to grow a little bit further. And if you're not subscribed, please, again, I'd love it if you hit the subscribe button. So take care guys, all the best, tight lines, and we'll catch you on the water soon. Cheers, bye bye.